And we are live, guys. Welcome to another live stream for Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. A long while ago, me and my wife were on YouTube and we found this completely American style funny YouTube video about or called Selling a Service. Now I recommend that you actually look it up after this video because it is funny, alright? And the focus of that jingle, if you want to call it that, is service is selling and selling is service. Now if there's something that people hate, very often it is to sell something. And the worst things that people in generally also hate is the other aspect of it, which is to be sold on something. Now, that only happens if the seller is targeting people that has really nothing to do with that person is trying to sell, right? It's not really who he should be targeting. Because if he targeted the right people, then they would actually be interested to hear what he had to say and more likely to buy what he has to sell. And it's also the other way around. If you don't like being sold to, it's because you're being sold something that you don't really have any interest in, and so you just want to get away from the conversation. But if you have someone who absolutely is passionate about what they're doing, and they're passionate about the product or service that they're selling, and you connect that person with someone who is passionate and interested and really wants to know about a product or service that someone is selling, you've got a match. And to tell you the truth, a match is what we're looking for. Matches is what makes this world go round and that makes this world a happy place. Is basically someone looking for something and then finding it. Someone having a problem and then finding a solution to that problem. Right? That's life. We all have issues, we all have problems, but the only reason we have those problems is because we're ignorant on the subject. If we actually had experience and we knew the solution to these problems, then those problems wouldn't be problems anymore. We'd move on to greater problems. We'd move on to problems like, is it actually possible to live forever? Is it actually possible to walk on the moon? Or to walk on Mars and to build a civilization there? And you can go on and on and on. Right now, we're on this level trying to think about, oh man, I can't even manage to keep my relationships. Oh, my kids hate me. Or, oh, my business is falling apart. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Those are like small problems that we as a society and as a civilization have not been able to cover yet. And it's basics, literally, relationships. People like multi-millionaires and billionaires are struggling with their relationships. It doesn't make any sense. We've come thus far with technology, and yet relationship-wise people suck. And they really can't make it happen and feel fulfilled in their relationship. So there's something missing there. Something's wrong. Alright, so back to service is selling and selling is service. It's basically your job is to become the best salesperson in the world of what you are passionate about. And the way you do that is to find out what you're passionate about and then spend every single day, at least a part of that day while you're trying to support yourself, to sell what you're passionate about. Alright? Because as you do so, you will be servicing people who are passionate and interested in what you have to sell them. If you're not spending 1 minute or 10 minutes per day selling the thing that you're passionate about, you're not really growing. You're not really moving towards your end destination. You're just spinning your wheels with everyday junk, everyday problems, issues that has nothing to do with the ideal lifestyle that you're envisioning right now. Start selling. Because as you do, you will service the people who will be passionate about your product or service and who will follow you all day long because you've solved their problems. You gave them what they wanted because you learned how to sell. Service is selling, selling is service. My name is Joseph Darling. This is the Men of High Value channel, and I'll see you again tomorrow.